Hello there, and welcome back to whatever we want to call this. I don't know. My name is Jay, and today is a box day. I got one of my last boxes from Godzilla Store USA. I only have one pre-order left, and I got a couple things recently from a local consignment store here in Maine called Bull Moose. We'll talk about those and whatever else. First up is this beautiful lady. I believe it's lady. Yeah, lady. This is the Megaguirus Odaibo color version, Odaibo Battle color version of Megaguirus, and this came paired with a Godzilla toy, but this is really the only one that I wanted. I love the colors on this. It's even not quite what I expected just looking at it. Like, you know, we've got the violet, you know, skin and legs. This is almost like a rose. This is a dark gold, burnt orange, browns, red. Texture is nice. It's like a lot of the other Bandai toys, which this is a Bandai toy. Sorry, you can do the tag. And once again, apologies to those this will offend, but this tag is 100% coming off. I like the wings are fun. Like I couldn't tell you quite what it reminds me of from my childhood, but the pliability is just real nice. It almost feels like I could yank these out if I wanted to. Size is nice. I don't know how it scales with the Godzilla 2000 Megaguirus Godzilla, but I imagine it scales pretty okay. I have to say, the movie this is from is probably like my least favorite Godzilla movie, or one of my least favorites. I don't care for it a lot. And I don't particularly care about Megaguirus, though. She's not on my like must-have kaiju list, but the colors on this just kind of made me want it. You know, as I dove into the Sofubi, I've, you know, come around to just the more bright colors, like the Ghidorah here. And yeah, I want this. This will probably be going to my display at work because I can hang it. And it'll look nice there. Hang up there with a Mechagodzilla, and who else do I have? Manda. So cool. Put her aside. Now, this second one, oh man, I like this a lot. I knew I would. This is King Ghidorah from Operation Jaguar. This is just the most recent Godzilla short that was released this past year, featuring Godzilla in the oh my goodness, Final Wars suit, and Jaguar teaming up to fight Ghidorah. Now, this is I'm calling this the Operation. Oh no, Big Bird. Sorry, Big Bird. You're having a rough week. Operation Jaguar, but all these things, they reuse suits, and like this is very much the Ghidorah from GMK, which is fun. I liked the color. I believe Robzilla was the one that called it like pancake batter, and I can't unsee that. But no, I like it. It's very... It stands out without being, you know, it's just very a pale yellow and like a reddish brown. I mean, that's it. But I like it. Not some articulation, but not a lot. The wings are fun. Like there's space between. There's two sides. Like this is one piece. There are two things sealed together, so there's air, so I can squeeze it, and that's very fun. The heads look like they would move, but they don't. I'm assuming I can bend them out a little. I think I am not showing this at all. I'm so sorry. They might bend out a little bit, but they seem like this is about where they're supposed to be. Focus. There we go. Nice detail. The tails are here. I think I can probably bend that out a little if I wanted to. Hope I didn't show on Megaguirus, but here is the bottom of the feet. Toe. Oh, I had it right the first time, didn't I? Toho. And this is another Bandai. Made in... Looking through the camera and I can't see. Goodness. I am blind. I don't know. I'm dedicating too much time to it. But I like this a lot. Let's see, is there a... Oh, there it is on Megaguirus. Focus. Focus. There. Alright. Got the tag. This is... I'd have to watch Project Jaguar again, but I'm pretty sure this is more insinuating from... No, actually, no, I take that back. This is where it lands in the beginning of the short. I thought maybe it was like burning Ghidorah from GMK, but it's not. So, this too will go to work because that is the home of my Giggling Space Dragon Shrine, where I put all my Ghidorah stuff. If you are familiar with my Instagram feed or any of my other feeds, you have probably seen pictures of it. I like the idea of it more than the execution, but I do appreciate the Giggling Space Dragon Cult. And have you talked to your space priest about the word of the bibbidi bibbidi? Right. So I'm excited to have another edition there, and I'm not sure where it'll go, but I'm sure I'll add the pictures to my feeds when I get there. All right, so that is the remainder of my Godzilla store drop. What else I got? So I went to local store Bull Moose. That was my, I don't know. I had an urge to buy something, and it's good because they could accommodate. So for 97 cents, yeah boy, I got this little Brachiosaurus. That is just a rubber toy. I'm sure you see it in like Walgreens or whatever, but I like it. Yep, it even said Brachiosaurus made in China. Okay, it's fun. It's air-filled. Good. Not super accurate, but who cares? So I don't know. It's a fun toy, and it'll go nicely. Finally, I got a little bit more expensive. I got this cute little girl. This is Emmy from Ultraman Rising. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Ultraman Rising. It's a movie cartoon on Netflix for Ultraman, and she is adorable. She is also from Bandai, and this is slightly used. But she's adorable. Look at that. How can you not love a face like that? So she is my first official Ultraman piece. I am not super knowledgeable in Ultraman, and despite seeing brief parts of it in my childhood, I am not familiar with it too much, but I am familiar with her, and we'll see. I don't know. I'm not super interested in flexing into Ultraman, but we'll see. She's adorable. And that's it. Like I said, I only have one more Godzilla store item that's on the way. I don't know when it'll come. To my knowledge, I don't think I have anything else in the wind except for something from Etsy that'll be coming later this week. And yeah, I'm going to take a break from ordering stuff online. I'll do get things here and there and be a little bit more targeted. And I don't know what that's going to look like. I would like to be a little more, let's fix this, a little bit more consistent with making my videos, and I would like for these to be more entertaining. Still trying to figure out what that looks like. I had thought I lost the side pieces to this because I've moved this guy around a lot. He was originally at work, but I found one recently, so I'm going to pop that back on, and I even more recently found the second one, and there we go. Although now that I put that on, I wonder if it's supposed to be the other way around. Oh well. No, this one's down, so we'll do that. This is Megaguirus from Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. This is I think it's a Super 7. I'm fairly certain this is Super 7. And this actually is a convertible one where I can flip the head out and it'll be the flying version of Megaguirus, and like these pop out and there's like wing fins. But I don't even have those with me. They are at work. No, I'm glad that I have Megaguirus complete. Anywho, talking about, what we're going to do. Like I said, I do want to be a little bit more targeted in the future with my toys and Godzilla and Kaiju stuff. I think what I want to do is I want to expand on the B-Gon Club. And what the B-Gon Club is made up exclusively of two Kaiju. Baragon and Barugon. Baragon from Toho in, what was Baragon in? Baragon was it King Kong Escapes? Something like that. And GMK. And Barugon from Gamera. And Barugon was, as far as I know, was only in Gamera vs. Barugon. And I have not actually seen the movie. Full confession time, up until 2 days ago, I had not seen, more than 2 days ago, a couple days ago, I had not seen any Showa Gamera movies. I had only seen the Heisei trilogy. Mostly because I knew they weren't super great. But out of a move of solidarity with the podcast Radio Free Godzilla, I decided to watch the last Showa Gamera Super Monster, which is an experience. If you don't know, it is about 90% stock footage from all the previous movies, and 10% incredibly cheesy acting, 0.5% a horrific Gamera model, and the last 0.5% scenes borrowed from Space Battleship Yamamoto and was it Starlight Express 99? I'm goofing the name, I'm so sorry. And that's wild, but what's nice is it recaps all the battles from the previous movies, which, to be honest, it's probably the best way to view the Showa movies. So, I got completely off topic. We were talking about the B-Gon gang, and we're talking about Barugon. Barugon is fun. I don't have any representation of Barugon, but it is a quadrupod. Here, we'll use Shimo. Actually, Shimo's a good example. It is a quadrupod kaiju with very, very basic looking, kind of elongated face. It's got one horn and some spikes here and maybe some weird teeth. And when it opens its mouth, it shoots out a tongue like a chameleon. Which that in itself is fun, but what that tongue does is it freezes stuff when it hits it. And that's not all. The coolest thing about Barugon is that it's able to generate a beam attack out of its back. And what is this beam attack? It is a freaking rainbow. It shoots a rainbow out of its back. Absolutely amazing. And Barugon is cool, and much like Barugon, it kind of gets the short end of the stick as far as representation in remakes and stuff. So, like, Barugon was the only Gamera kaiju that didn't show up in Gamera Rebirth, and Barugon, despite stealing the show in GMK, just has not had representation, and Barugon is just amazing in GMK. Just trust me on that. So yeah, I want to collect a few things for the B-Gon gang, and I think that'll be fun, and I don't think it'll break the bank doing that. And I don't know, I want to expand on the Giggling Space Dragon, but a lot of the newer things are very expensive, and I am not going to drop triple digits for anything right now. But, you know, I don't want to just do, hey, look at this toy I bought. You know, I do other stuff. I want to do more bird content. I just haven't quite figured out how to do it yet. And I'd like to do other stuff too. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I have rambled enough. This is almost 20 minutes. Jeez. Let me get Big Bird. That's the one. I will talk to you all later. You have a wonderful day.